everyone, my name is Deeksha and I'm proud to be amidst the people attending the International Literature Global Conclave of 2021. I am here to discuss a little about poetry in literature. Literature, as we all know, depicts the reality and imagination of its time, often incorporating the social, political, and economic conditions prevailing in that particular era. There are four types of literature, namely drama, poetry, fiction, and non-fiction, and each of them varies in style, structure, and technique. Poetry in literature encompasses verses, haikus, sonnet, elegy, et al. Within itself. T.S. Eliot, the father of modern poetry, penned down poetry as an escape from emotions. Modern poetry, however, has now evolved into other creative fields such as slam poetry, found poetry, and blank verses. I am here to elaborate on two of such gems. Slam poetry or spoken word poetry is a performance poetry which depicts events or stories performed in an in your face mannerism, wherein the actions speak louder than the words. A performer's tone, pitch, and voice depicts the stories traversing the listeners through their words, often a power packed performance. Found poetry is another hidden and creative field, and a subset of found poetry is called blackout poetry. Blackout poetry is a creative way of writing poems formed from select words and meanings, often taken out from newspaper or magazine clippings and scribbles. The words are then assembled to form a meaningful microtale or a short poem, which is often incorporated into a blackout journal. Blackout poetry is often referred to as a recycled poetry. The poems and the words are highlighted, blacking out the remaining of the text. Modern poetry is slowly coming out of the shadows, unraveling it through the bylanes of literature, and steadily creating a niche for itself. Both these forms are in depth and focused on exploring the creative sides of poetry. They are focused on conveying a person's feelings and creating an emotional impact. They are different from the conventional forms of poetry, traditional poetry, and they are yet similar in the purpose served, that is, tapping into the creative reservoirs of literature. I believe modern poetry is here to stay. Thank you so much for having me, and I look forward to the event. Thank you.